Hi, and welcome back to Page Stage RPG Actual Plays. I am your game master and host tonight. My name is Jonathan, and tonight we are playing Cyberpunk Red. We're actually continuing on with episode 4 of our scenario titled Definitely Not Kansas. With me tonight, I have Adam playing Kay. How you doing, Adam?
Good, how are you?
Good. I also have Trevor playing Argus Black, our nomad. And we have Seth playing White Rabbit, our netrunner. How you doing, Seth?
Good. How about yourself?
Cool. I'm excited to get going. And where we left off last time, which I encourage you watch episode 3, which by the way was probably one of the most fun sessions I've ever had the privilege of running in any role playing game. Episode 3 was a really great episode, so I encourage you to go back and watch that if you haven't. But we're going to pick up right in Kay's apartment as Kay's made a startling discovery as he's looked at these 4 blocks of C4 that the party received. From Mr. Salazar less than a week ago. And he noticed that it's wired with a detonator, as it should be, because part of the job was to blow up wherever this drug is being made. And he graciously provided the C4 to your party. But Kay, being a fixer and kind of handling some arms from time to time, has made the realization that this is wired differently. There seems to be a second detonator, even though you guys do not possess a second detonator. And so we'll turn it over to Kay as he makes that discovery. What are you doing with that information, Kay?
Sweet. All right. So I'm going to shut this lid and push this box away from me because I'm a little worried now about this. And I'm going to send the other guys a little message on my agent, tell them to come over and to not talk as they come over. And they need to do it right now. So hopefully they're awake and I can put some urgent priority on that.
All right, so simultaneously, Argus and White Rabbit, not sure what you're doing in your downtime, but your agents go off with a ping from Kay, who's really just down the hall. Or, I don't remember the layout from the apartment episodes, but you guys are within one floor of each other.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just walk on over. I was actually just trying to go to bed early, get some rest for tomorrow.
Yeah, White Rabbit was awake, so he comes over as well.
All right. I'm gonna. Are you guys gonna knock or what are we doing?
I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna push you guys into my bathroom and turn the water on. My little tiny efficiency bathroom. We're all squeezed in there. All right.
Okay, what's going on, man?
Oh, dude, we have a problem.
What do you mean a problem?
Well, yeah. So I was taking a look at that C4 because we're gonna use it tomorrow, and so there's 2 detonators on it.
Oh.
There's our detonator, like I have the remote, but there's another detonator that someone could push right now and blow up our apartment, like at any time.
Do you know which detonator is which?
Yeah. No, I don't. I can't even come in with that one. I have no idea. I know what it looks like. And I can look at it, but man, I got no ideas. I don't know which is which. And I don't really want to test it out, if you know what I'm saying.
August, do you have any demolition experience?
I can't say that I really do.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm worried. You remember yesterday when we were driving and there was that car following us?
Oh,
I'm worried they were trying to clean us up at the same time. We walk in there and they blow us up. And then boom, there's no evidence, and Mr. Salazar don't gotta pay us either.
Ooh, that's an interesting theory.
Because
I think you might be right.
So I'm all down for like what we need to do and get our money from him, but I'm also worried he's trying not to pay us, and I'm also worried that Dorothy ain't on site, right? And so that we're gonna have this mark from this Dorothy lady because she knows exactly who you are, Argus. She apparently doesn't know who I am, so I'm off.
So, Kay, have you called Salazar and asked him about?
Well, he was kind of he's doesn't really want to be reached back out to. I'm supposed to run things through his secretary.
This isn't looking good.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is I don't think this is some sort of oversight because these detonators, they're not cheap.
Right.
So I don't know what to do, man. Like we're in for a pound right now. That whole in for a penny, in for a pound. We in for a pound. We're supposed to be picking up 30 kilos tomorrow, dropping it off to Salazar, and then we're supposed to blow the place up. Like we gotta do this. We gotta make a call here.
I wonder if John Wilkes Booth might want to carry out this portion of the mission for us.
Well, he has already looked down underneath the basement there.
He's got some proving to do too. I mean,
but if we're in the building when they set off that C4, that's going to be bad for us too.
But we're not going to be in the building. We're not going to be in building. It's like a two-step, right? Like there's the first part of the plan. We're going to roll up. We're going to fill up our stuff, and then there's the second part of the plan where we're going to blow it up. But it's all going to happen at once though, because as soon as we get that stuff, they're going to know we're not for reals with them.
Okay, it is in Salazar's best interest to at least let us out of the building with the 30 kilos that he needed.
Yeah. So maybe it's just an insurance package, right? Like if we didn't do it, he blows us up.
Or he waits till we get out of the building.
But we wouldn't have it anymore.
You're right. I think we're probably okay. Unless
there's nothing at this point. There's nothing we can do, right? Like I could dump it, right? But then you got a whole bunch of C4 floating around with nothing attached to it, and he blows it up and it blows up some weird building down the street. Like that's not good for us either.
Well, odds are he probably has some kind of homing device on it, I'm sure as well, right?
Then it would be sending out a signal, and that would be more detectable. I don't think so.
So then,
that's why I think that person following us knows what's up. They were following us to see what we were doing.
Maybe. So what do you say we do? Get rid of the C4 or just go through with it anyway?
Yeah,
I don't think we have a choice.
Kay's always got a plan, man, and Kay don't got a plan.
So if you're wondering if there's some type of tracking device on it, so Kay, you recognize the presence of detonators. Are you taking a closer look to see if there's some other type of device in it that's a tracking device?
Let's take a look at the briefcase and whatever container it came in. I guess it wasn't I don't remember if it was a briefcase.
Well, anyone that wants to take a closer look at it can make a. There is a skill. It's a technique skill. It's demolitions. It's a highly technical skill, but you could take a roll at it.
Jolly, would you accept electronics or security tech just for like the homing device portion of it?
Yeah, that would work too.
Oh.
Ooh, a 19.
Are we all rolling to check?
Well, whoever wants to handle it and look at it.
I don't want to handle it.
Okay. So White Rabbit and Argus are kind of looking at it, handing it back and forth. Argus, I would say with that roll, you're like, I don't know what this is. You hand it over to White Rabbit. And White Rabbit, you look at it and you're not sure how the detonators work. You don't know about that part of it, but it doesn't appear like there's anything on here that's tracking. It looks like a brick of C4. That's the explosive part. It would be dangerous to cut into it. You wouldn't imagine that with the 19, you would be able to know enough that you wouldn't be able to put some type of tracking device in the explosive part itself. It would have to be in some part of the casing or body of it, and you don't find any evidence of of any tracking to it.
Okay, so I'll tell them that, and I'll say, okay, it looks like you're right. Maybe that's what the tail was about then. Following us and seeing if we place it.
Well,
So are we going through with this?
and I've now gotten my family name involved.
Yeah.
So we need to wrap this up. We look like unreliable business partners if this thing goes south and word gets out, right?
Yeah, and that was the other thing. So I'm worried about the fact that Dorothy, she's not she's not there. So like if we blow this place, she's gonna know your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not present. White Rabbit, you know that net structure, that there is a net structure there that you know that maybe interacting with that you could find out where she's at. But other than that.
Yeah, White Rabbit, you think you're gonna be able to do it this time, to hack in and see where she's at?
Yeah, I hope so, man. I only got like
What's this hope so?
Well, like I got 5 seconds last time. I got to try it like one time. But yeah, I think so. Shouldn't be a problem. Now once I get in, that's a whole other set of issues there, but I suppose we'll take that when we come to it. For the setting of the charges, does it have to be like, do we have to have someone with demolitions experience, or is it just as easy as kind of setting it down and flipping it on or something?
Putting them down, and you have basically the.
Okay. So
Yeah,
simple.
Now
So
you haven't tested how far you got to be away or anything like that, to set it off. I mean, you would imagine that you wouldn't have a detonation device set up that you got to be literally in the same building. You imagine you could be several meters away. But does that answer your question?
Yeah, and then what was the setup at the sorry, I don't know if the building was called Yellow Brick Road, but at their home base. So you said it was kind of like a strip mall, and you said there was 2 alleys on either side. So we have access to. So I'm kind of talking this in character too, just in terms of where we place the C4. We have 4 locations on the corners outside, but I'm wondering if it's a strip mall. Is there also like an abandoned store that's like adjoining it in the back?
So the strip mall has about 4 to 6, like it has 2 different sides, 4 to 6 offices, single-story offices on each side. And theirs was on one side, right in the middle of these offices. And so I likened it to like a T-Mobile store, for example, like the size of what a T-Mobile store would be. It's like smack dab right in the center there is their office. And from Booth that there's a downstairs, there's like a basement level. That's where it seems like they're storing the drug.
Right.
He found that out for you guys last time.
I was just wondering if it is like adjacent to 2 open, like abandoned stores or something. We could go into those buildings and place the C4 in the corners again, like closest to the Yellow Brick Road building, and then detonate it from there. But again, that does nothing for the basement. So I mean,
yeah, the buildings next to it, adjoining it, were pretty vacant. I mean, you didn't investigate them, you didn't go inside, but the only thing seeming to be operating was the Yellow Brick Road's office, basically, like the office that they're inhabiting. That seemed to be the only thing that had movement in this. It's a pretty much abandoned strip mall. I mean, it's a strip mall sitting in the combat zone. This seemed to be the only thing that had activity was this one office.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the end game here, man, because like the end game, Salazar wants the building blown up and wants his 30 kilos.
Right.
I mean, if we get the 30 kilos, can we just blow up the building and not the basement? I mean, and say, job done.
That was my original plan, was to go up in Argus's whirlybird and just drop it on the roof and blow it as we fly off. And you don't have to worry about security or anything like that, because they don't even know that that's his. The only bummer with that is, White Rabbit, can you fly one of those?
I've never had before. I certainly couldn't evade any kind of missile or anything.
No, I couldn't do that either. So, but Argus has got to be there at the exchange because he's the face,
That's correct. Well, Yeah.
Does anybody have any points or any skills in bureaucracy? It's an education skill.
Bureaucracy?
Yeah, bureaucracy.
Like,
It's a
like
real skill.
Yeah, it's a real skill.
I don't know.
Yes.
What's it under?
It's under education
The
skills.
third one.
Yeah, I got 3. You want me to roll it?
Sure. What is that? A 16. Okay. That's basically a basic check. So, Kay, the troubling thing about this, and you've been wanting this ever since you found the second detonator, is Mr. Salazar works for Biotechnica. And Biotechnica, even though they're a corporation and corporations are the big bad, but Biotechnica, for the large part, has a pretty good reputation. So with your bureaucracy role, you're not understanding how the two are connected. Like normally, Biotechnica doesn't do things this way, like blowing things up, this and that. So and that's kind of been an itch in the back of your brain ever since you took on this job. It's like, this is a strange thing for Biotechnica. This is not something that they normally do. I mean, they're normally about trying to, as far as corporations go, they're not the worst. Like they are usually trying to make inventions that are making life better. And so, this just seems a little bit off to you.
So there's something about this that still seems off to me.
Excellent.
Well, I mean, okay, so get this, right? So here you have this drug corporation that wants to blow up another corporation for their drugs. Like I think Salazar's got some skin in this game somewhere. Like he knows Dorothy or Dorothy's ex from their company has taken this or something, man. I just don't. I mean, hell, maybe Salazar is Dorothy. I mean, this is a research branch that he's got out here. I don't know, man. There's something that's just off, and then the whole double explosives and the whole. I don't get the whole thing, man.
Do you think he's trying to cover his tracks, maybe?
I don't think anything, man. I just think that something doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, usually these corporations have their own teams of people to do things like this.
Yeah, they have cleanup crews, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or they hire.
So why us?
Or they hire things like Militech or private security groups, things like that. I mean, you guys already experienced it. You guys already experienced this firsthand in the with your apartment.
Yeah.
A couple private security people were hired to move in to try to clear out your building. Now you fended them off, but that's how the corporations normally take care of business. They'll hire a crew to go in there and clean it up. So yeah, so Kay, that's what's dawning on you, is that this is not normally what, especially a corporation like Biotechnica.
Yeah, and so that's why I'm worried they're trying to off us off in the process. Like they want us because we're untraceable and we can be cleaned up and we can be taken care of, if you will.
Just a heads up, you do have a tech in your building, Mako. I only mentioned Mako as far as because neither of you are techs. I mean, he's a tech.
No.
So as far as the C4 and all of that,
because he could disarm it or take the
well, I just saying you have a legitimate tech in your building. Just heads up, he's part of your building. So
I forgot about him.
Yeah,
that's why I'm mentioning it.
Pour
one out for Mako.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. Okay, so my idea is like, if let's show up early. We'll we set the C4, and then I think we go in. She's gonna have the 30 kilos ready for us to go, right? So if we can somehow get the 30 kilos and then basically rob them of it, if we can somehow, what we're gonna get, pick up the 2 to and knock them off, or whatever we're gonna do, and then what kind of defenses does she have left? The scarecrows, the few outside. I mean, what if we can just kind of take it, and then when we leave, we just blow up the building, and who cares about the underground? We did what we were paid to do. We got our 30 kilos, the building's in smolders, nobody's dead.
So here's the deal, right? I mean, I'm fine with that. The problem is, I'm thinking about Argus.
Well, why?
Because she knows it's Argus, right? She knows who he is. She knows her family. Like, dude, if I was that lady, I'd be pretty PO'd.
Well, she's all seen our faces. None of us are really safe here, right?
Yeah, but I'm not nearly as well. She says she doesn't know who I am, and I'm just some guy that showed up with a letter for a name.
Yeah, you also own a building. I mean, you're gonna show up somewhere if she's goes digging.
Yeah. But that's under my legal name, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, your name isn't actually Kay?
My name's whatever you want it to be, honey.
So I'd say your conversation's gone well into the night. It's after midnight.
After midnight, yeah.
Yeah, I would say you guys would need to start coming up with what your actual plan is. I didn't mean to cut you off while you read it. What were you going to say?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I agree. I think we should. We sort of have a plan in place. I think we can work with it. I don't think we should worry too much about whether or not she knows our faces. Honestly, I don't know. What are we gonna do about that?
Well, that's why you need to hack the system and find her.
Okay, I can try that.
We're gonna leave. Like, we're gonna pull up to the place. We're gonna leave you in the car, and your job is to hack.
I gotta see the access point. I've got to come in with you guys.
Oh, you gotta come in and do it. All right.
He either has to be with you at an access point or at least near a different access point, but he can't. It can't be through walls. He's got to be within 6 meters of it.
All right, and then I think each of us takes a brick of C4 and puts it in our. We'll set up a backpack and then just drop it and run at some point.
August, do you have any family or anything that can pilot your chopper? I was thinking maybe that could be our escape plan. We show up in the stolen car, we can get to C4, and then someone comes and picks us up.
I don't think I could reach out on such short notice.
Plus, we wouldn't all fit, and the 30 kilos.
Yeah.
We got some stuff going on.
Yeah. Let's do this. We got this.
We got this.
We're overthinking.
Let's do it.
You
do got this.
Lock and load.
Yeah, you guys are very tentative edgerunners.
Hey! I make deals. Like, the more people I can make happy and keep alive is more people who owe me something.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything?
I feel the same way normally, but
are you doing anything with the C4?
Let's get that C4 in front of Mako. Let's get in front of Mako.
Let's see if he can get that other detonator off of here and not blow our building up.
Yep.
Okay. So are you guys visiting him now?
Can we do that off screen? Yeah. I'm waking him up.
Okay.
Bring him up to the apartment.
Yeah, he's actually, when you knock on his door, he's not asleep. He has headphones on, and you can hear the music kind of pulsing out. It sounds like some type of electronic music. And he just takes like an ear off. He's like, "Yeah, what's up, Kay?" The music's still playing.
Hey man, I got a quick job. I need you to look at some detonators on some C4. You up?
Yeah, just bring it over here. I'm working on a project.
All right.
So you bring it over to him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he want money for it?
No. He's still he's like listening to music. He's like distracted by something that he's working on in the back. You can see like there's something behind you. It almost looks like he's got some type of body form that it's not a person, but it looks like he's building something, humanoid in shape. But he doesn't really let you into the room. He just has he has a pair of wire cutters on you, and he's still listening to the music. And then you already explained to them about a detonator, and he looks at it. He's like, oh, he takes the earphone out. He's like, can I see the detonator that you have?
Yeah. Here you go.
So
Try not to push the button.
Yeah, he puts back on the earphone. He looks at it. He looks for a second, and then he hands you back the detonator. And then he takes out the he takes out the wire cutters. And then you see him just locate a wire. And he goes, are you ready?
Wait, what?
And then he clips the wire. And he puts the headphones back on. And then he hands back you the C4, and he's like, just gives you a thumbs up, and then he starts closing the door, and he pulls the headphones. He's like, oh, did you need anything else?
what you working on over there? Anything exciting?
I'll let you know when I'm done. And then he puts the headphone back on and he shuts the door.
All right.
So
fantastic.
All right.
All right. So we're gonna wake up at.
Unless there's anything else you guys want to do tonight, we can fast forward to the morning. When you walk out there on the sidewalk with a very large assault rifle is Booth, and he's got a trench coat on, and he's like, when he sees you, he stands up and he ratchets it back. He's like, "We ready?"
Yeah. Looks like you're ready, John. Are you excited?
No, I'm ready to do this. Let's do it.
Okay, we're depending on you. These last couple times, and you've really been underwhelming.
Hey, I told you, man. The sun was off in my eyes at one point, and I didn't see the car you wanted me to get. I don't think that was really fair. I'm ready, man. I'm ready. And he even though he's already done it, he goes and ratchets the round again.
Hey, John. I got this backpack. Can you take care of it and hang on to it for me?
Yeah, sure, Kay. And he puts it on his back.
Yeah, you're in charge of that.
Yeah. Are you guys going to call me John now, or you usually go by
what do you want? Booth? Oh, Booth. Sorry. John Wilkes Booth, Well,
if you want
three first names, man.
If you want to use the whole title, I mean, that's, that's cool too, but either use the whole title
Does
or
anybody
just call
you
me
Wilksy?
No. Use the whole title or call me Booth.
Okay.
Wilksy. I like Wilksy. All right. Let's is our car here ready? Like it's ready for us? Like did we already boost one or we're good to go?
Yeah, Argus already has the
boost one.
Argus already has the boost.
Yeah, okay. Fantastic.
Last time.
All right. Argus, you drive. Booth, front seat, act like his bodyguard.
Yeah, so he sits in the front seat and he just like puts the assault rifle down like between his legs and it's like coming up to his shoulder. He's just riding like that.
All right, White Rabbit, let's go. We're getting in the back.
All right. And when I get in, I'll be like, "Hey, Booth, how many guys are you gonna kill tonight?"
Oh, as many as we need to.
That's right.
Yeah, Hey, don't you worry about me, White Rabbit. I'm ready.
You look ready, mate.
I am ready.
All right. I'm gonna check all my stuff in the car. I'm gonna make sure my signals are working. Adjust my mirror. Put on the talk radio. Turn it down a little bit. Just sort of like long exhale. Crack my knuckles. All right. Let's get after it.
All right. Driving there, it's you drove there. You drove the other day, so you know the route. It doesn't take any problem getting there. It's always a little tricky driving through the combat zone, but Argus, with your expert driving abilities, it's you have to dodge a couple people in the street. That one of them throws a bottle at you as you race by. But this is normal as you're driving through the combat zone. Nothing special about it. You don't care a lot, anyways, about the damage to the car. It's not your car. So you arrive at the strip mall. Let's just say 5 minutes before 10.
Okay, and while we're driving, I am kind of keeping an eye out for a tail and seeing if that guy shows up again or whoever it was in the car.
Okay.
Do I notice any sort of tailish looking cars?
Yeah, go ahead and make that perception check again. This one would be the. Oh boy, you have two different perception checks. I think this one's just a human one.
Okay. It would be the one under.
No, it'd be the awareness skills. Yeah, the regular perception.
Okay. Okay. 17, not bad.
You do not see a tail. You don't notice one.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we're in the clear. Let's see our friend from last night.
All right. When we get there, hey, back in, so we have a easy way out. You know what I'm saying? Like back in, and we'll pop the trunk.
Back in, leave the car running.
Yeah.
Whole thing. So I just had an idea, okay, and if we want to stick to the original plan, that's fine. But what if we, maybe successfully make this handoff, and then some strange people in a helicopter show up later and blow up the building.
Yeah, we'll. Are we talking about this in front of Booth? Booth doesn't even know this.
Don't.
I doubt he's even paying attention. I doubt he's even paying attention. He's probably looking out the damn window.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's not really paying attention to what you guys are saying. He's like looking at his gun. He occasionally pulls out a rag and polishes it, and he's looking out the window. He's basically trying to look cool. I mean, he's just sitting there like.
I see.
Okay. All right.
I imagine he's got like a Game Boy too.
I'm fine with that. I think, but I think we take it in, and if we see the opportunity or we need the opportunity, we take care of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. Simple's good.
Yeah. Because if we could drop it in the hole. You know what I'm saying? That Booth found last time.
We get the old Skywalker treatment.
What?
Just drop the explosives in the.
Yeah. Who's Skywalker?
Never mind. It's an old movie.
All right.
I know what that is. That's Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, I heard of that. But come on, man.
Oh, those are great movies.
Like 2 movies we had.
Those are great movies. There's only 3 of them, but they're really good. The first one's the one that has the double lightsaber. And you can tell he's talking about the prequels. It's only 3 that he's seen.
Yeah, totally. Totally.
I'm just so upset about that.
I quit.
Anyhow, so you guys back up, and there are 4 scarecrows that are outside. 2 Timmen seem to are walking away from the complex, walking down the street. Each one has a small little like a canvas satchel over their shoulders as they walk off. You assume that they're probably going to deal. And then you have 4 scarecrows that are in front, and that's what you see.
Okay.
Great. Good. We're gonna walk up like we own the place.
Okay. So the scarecrows at front, they say, "Oh, it's you. Yes, Dorothy is expecting you. Come on, go on in.
Oh, okay.
The horse is a different color.
When you walk in, there's Dorothy on the projection again, and Tin Man 1 and Tin Man 2, as she's called them, even though they look similar to the Tin Men you've already encountered before. You're starting to see that even with the body sculpting, there are small little differences that make them unique, and these seem to be the same 2 Tin Men that you saw the day before. And Dorothy's on the screen, and she says, once she sees you, Argus, and Kay, she says, "Well, welcome back. I'm glad that we were able to make a deal. You'll find your 30 kilos right over there." And one of the Tin Men points, and there in the corner, right off to your right, are basically 3 large duffel bags.
All right. Well, that's good. We'll take this and we'll be on our way, and we'll start, distributing it. I think you'll be pretty happy with our arrangement here.
And our arrangement again is it's 10%. You keep 10% of the profits, and my Tin Men will accompany you.
Of course,
yeah. Hey, John, come help me get these bags over here. Booth.
So John,
whatever your name is.
So John is he has his assault rifle out, and the 2 Tin Men they look very nervous as they look at Booth, and then Dorothy says to Booth, she's like, "I don't think you need that in here, young man." And so he's like, and he kind of just shrugs, and he's like,
"Hey, Booth."
"Yeah, Kay."
Just put your stuff over by the wall right there. Your backpack, your gun, like just leave it up against the wall.
No, I don't leave my gun anywhere. Okay.
You didn't have it yesterday.
No, and it's on me now. I don't leave it. I'm not gonna. No one's gonna touch my gun.
Okay. No one's gonna touch it. Just lean it against the wall and help me load the stuff up. Like put your backpack down and the gun down, and come over here and help me load up the stuff on the wall.
So he puts the bag with the C4, the backpack, but he shoulders his gun. And it does have a shoulder strap, and he secures it in place. And he's like, and as he walks toward you can tell it's heavy, and he's like hunched forward a little bit. It's a little awkward carrying this big assault rifle on him, but he's like, no, and he's got pretty big muscles, and he's pretty fit. He's like, no, I got it. I'll help you, Kay. Let's do it. And so he goes and goes to grab some duffel bags.
So I'm going to give him 2 of the bags.
Okay.
To carry.
Okay. So he
grabs the
lugs,
third one.
Yeah, he lugs 2 of the bags, and you can tell he's straining, but he's like taking all of his energy to move these bags. All right, Kay, where to? Man, these are heavy.
The car.
Oh yeah, right.
To the car.
And so he walks out to go to the car, and you just see him get to the car and throwing the 2 duffel bags into it.
Oh my God. It's hard to get good help, right, Dorothy?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Does the body sculpting help? Do they feel like they're part of a team? Dorothy, you seem like you run a good organization here.
Well, we're family.
Literally?
Well, not in blood, but really, what is blood? I mean, when we all belong to the same community and we all look the same, isn't that more family than anything? And the Tin Men are like solemnly nodding and looking back at her and like in full agreement with her.
Yeah,
they have a look of devotion in their eyes, and it's beyond just devotion, like as far as like blind obedience. It's Argus, I'm not sure how much you have in your own life, but it's a look of love. They love her.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's we have a really similar thing with our family. Do a lot for each other, and I understand it. It's, yeah, maybe Booth will get there with us. I don't know, guys. But anyways, it was a pleasure doing business with you, Dorothy. Unless we needed anything else, I think we are good here. Who are you sending with us today?
My Tin Men right here, the ones that are standing in front of you. Please, after you move the 30 kilos, my Tin Men will count out 10% to give to you, and the other 90% they will bring back to me.
Okay, and this is gonna take a little bit of time. I mean, not a whole lot of time, but in the meantime, are they staying with us the entire time? Are we moving them along with us? And
yes, they are a part. They are a part of. They are a part of your operation.
Okay. Is there some sort of stipend, or what do these guys eat? What are their dietary needs?
Oh, they'll let you know all of that. Don't you worry about that.
I hope this is all a distraction so that White Rabbit can be hacking the system, right?
That's entirely what I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. That's a
Fantastic.
That's a good nice segue.
So let's do some rolling.
There you go. I'll take it.
All right. Okay. Go for it. Oh my God. White Rabbit.
I'll jack it. I'll jack in, and then that has to be my first action. So my second action will be to res the worm, which will give me +2 on backdoor checks.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try and backdoor again.
Okay.
Oh, 12. That's a pretty decent roll. So it's 14 with the +2.
Oh, with the +2. Okay, so yeah, you cracked the password. And so you've passed the first level.
Okay, so I have I still have another action. So what's the next level?
Actually
no, that's the end of my action actually. Because I jacked in,
You jacked, you rezzed, you
was the word.
cracked the password.
Yeah, so we have one more action.
Okay.
So yeah, what do I encounter on the next level?
So you're just going straight up to the next level?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next level looks like this one. There seems to be a like as I said last time. These levels, it's like if you took an old warehouse and you abandon it, and the way that looks is what this this net architecture looks like. So it's almost like it's like bare bones, but it seems pretty sophisticated if it has 7 different levels. So the next level, as you get up, there's this one you notice in your goggles that this has a file of some sort. And so to read files, that's the ID action.
ID.
Yeah, the EYE-DEE. That's one of the actions as you read. Basically, you're trying to find you're trying to find the file.
Okay. So another interface roll.
Yeah.
Another 12.
Okay. So yeah, so the you basically like like you're doing all of your netrunner abilities as you crack. You're putting together the data together, and what it reads as you basically unlock this like this file is it says turn back, last warning.
Ooh. All right. Well, that is definitely my turn. So I don't know if you want to go back to them, come back to me, or if you want me to keep going.
All of this is 6 seconds. So we'll say that Argus just asked, "What is their diet?" And then now you're back into your.
Well, I mean, hopefully he was trying to crack the whole time we were fighting over Booth's gun. Too,
I'm
gonna
give him a few. I'm gonna give him a few of these in a row. I mean, every one of these is only actually. Oh God, I'm getting my RPGs mixed up. I think it's actually less than that. It's only 3 seconds.
3 seconds, yeah.
So yeah, it's 3 seconds.
D&D.
Yeah, D&D 6 seconds. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So White Rabbit, you got some time here. So we haven't even got. Let's backtrack. We haven't even gotten to Argus trying to stall yet, as far as asking him details. We'll get there though. But you've passed level 2.
Okay, I'll res Defender.
Okay. And what does that do?
Do you need me to read that?
Yeah, just so our audience can know what it is.
Good call. Reduces the attack of all non-black ice attack programs run against you to 0 as long as this program remains res. Only one copy of this program can be running at a time. Each copy of this program can only be used once per net run.
Okay, so that stays with you basically.
Mm-hmm.
What's your defender look like? Do you have something that it looks like, or?
Yeah, a cloud of blinding, glowing, multicolored smoke that swirls around me.
All right, cool. So that's what in the net space. That's what you look like. You have that basically floating around you. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. All right, and I'll go to the next level.
Okay. So the next level is so basically it's like you're going up an elevator, and as the doors open, you hear this put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. And then there's this, it's you recognize the icon. It's this lion that's walking toward you. It's its tail like flip-flopping, but it looks like a man in a costume. But he's just like, put him up as he walks toward you. White Rabbit, I think you vaguely remember The Wizard of Oz, but this is the cowardly lion, The Wizard of Oz. But he's in the form of a hellhound. So right now, so your option here is, basically you've encountered
slide, right?
Yeah, it's that you either have to slide or he's gonna immediately attack.
I'm gonna slide,
Okay, so sliding is you'd be going up to the next level. So let's see. So sliding is your so you're gonna go against the program's perception. So let me just pull up his. So you're doing your interface ability plus the D10, and then I'm doing his perception plus the D10.
Okay. Now, does he get 3 figures to add up? Because I'm only basically just rolling a D10 plus 4. That's it. Is there any modifier or anything against that I get with my interface?
Not to slide. The thing that would add to your slide is if you had a program that added speed to you.
Right.
Yeah, so that's how you basically that's basically how you move. That's how you move faster. So what he's going to do is he's going to be So he's attacking you, which is just his attack number plus a D10 against your interface plus a D10, as you're basically trying to avoid the attack.
Okay. That's an 8.
Oy.
Yeah, you're not rolling very well against him. So.
Well, I that's what I'm saying. I actually am rolling pretty decently. I rolled an 8, a 7, and an 8, but because there is no third component on the dice roll, it's like nothing. Like the very highest roll I could roll is a 14.
Yeah, well, I've been rolling I rolled a 10 twice, and his is a 6. Yours is a 4. He's a 6. He's only 2 above you. I'm not adding a third number. I'm adding only 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's what I'm answering you is what a third number would be for you would be the speed. All right. So he does hit you on this one, and he does 7 damage straight to your brain. So as basically in the form of the net running, he's like put him up, and then he goes poof, and he hits you right in the face, which is not physically in the face, but it's in the net space. It's basically does 7 damage straight to you.
Okay.
So he's going to be he's basically going to be pursuing you until you slide away from him.
Or destroy him, right?
Yeah, or basically destroy him. Yeah.
Okay. Do I get 3 actions now against him?
Give me 1 second. Yeah, this is where you would want programs that like basically destroy black guys or fight against black guys for you, because this is you going up against the black guys yourself, which is pretty dangerous.
So yeah, I'll do sword. It does 3d6 res to black guys program.
Okay.
So
right.
interface.
Yeah, it's interface. Plus, if there's anything on the program itself that says that it adds to it.
I don't think so. Oh, attack 1. Do I add that to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's +1. Okay. Oh, critical fail. So 5.
I actually rolled a 1, so I critical failed as well. So.
Okay, well in that case, my roll is a 6 with the +1 attack.
Yeah, and his defense is only a 2, so you actually hit. So you get socked in the face, and you very clumsily take this sword and go like swipe, and it actually hits him. So
3d6.
Yeah, roll your damage.
11.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you effectively, because I'll let you know since it's our first time doing this, like you took about half of its res right from the first shot. And so with the Hellhound basically starts crying. It starts to put him up, and then it's like the program restarts, and he goes put him up, and so now it's going back against you. You hear somewhere off in the distance, so what does he eat? As you hear Argus starting to talk about.
What does he eat?
All right, so White Rabbit, go ahead and make an interface roll again, adding the D10.
7.
Okay. And he hits you again. So as he punches you again in the face for another 9 damage.
All right. What happens when I get to half my health? Is there any adjustment or anything?
Half your health is... We haven't gotten there yet. Half your health is...
I'm not quite there yet.
Okay. Half your health is you're gonna take some modifiers, basically. Once you get to half, that's called seriously wounded. You'll be -2 to all your actions.
Okay.
So do you want to keep fighting this thing? You're trying to get away from it, or?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Can I res my sword again?
Yeah.
Okay. And is this brain damage that he's doing to me?
Yeah, it's brain damage. In fact, what happens is because your cyber deck is not insulated. I think we had this last time you were in a fight because it's not insulated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it gets hot.
With that second one, it starts just to catch fire. So you're going to take two more hit points when you end your turn if you haven't taken a meat action to put out the fire, basically. So a meat action would counteract your interface actions.
While this is all happening, are we seeing anything happen to White Rabbit? Like, physically?
Well,
taking
at one point you see his this is actually a good point. You see his cyber deck catch on fire. So a party member can go over and put it out. It doesn't have to be him, but if it was him, you'd have to do it as a lead action.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think me and John Wilkes Booth are walking to the car right now, so I think it's up to Argus, which is going to be a little distracting if he's talking to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm already kind of I'm running the distraction and keeping the conversation going terribly here. Won't say I'm keeping the conversation going well, but
It's only 2 hit points. They'll be fine.
You'll be fine. It's only your brain.
Brain.
So White Rabbit will say it's just an action to res the program again, like basically to have it do it again. So the only way you would get this is what it is. The only way you'd get 3 attacks in a turn is if you had 3 copies of the program. So the only difference would be if you had your own Black Ice program, you would res it one time, name a target, and it's just going to keep on attacking that target.
Right.
So that's
okay. So my first net action is going to be to res armor, to res sword, and then I'm going to try and slide after I use sword.
Okay. So go ahead and do the sword.
Another 7.
Okay, yeah. So so this time the lion kind of ducks as a sword slices right over his head.
Okay.
Misses.
All right, and then I'll roll for sliding.
Okay.
6.
Ooh, okay. I rolled pretty low. So you slide away.
Nice. Cool.
Okay, so you
right,
slide up 1 level. So.
I guess I'll use a meat action to put out the fire if I can.
Well, the interface action is your action that turn.
Unless that catches.
The interface action, you doing the interface actions, that's your action.
Yes.
So that's the meat space action would be
right.
Like,
so that.
Okay. So you mean when you get to the next level?
Those are my 3 net actions.
Okay.
Yeah, when it gets to the next level, if I'm taking another turn, then I'll.
Okay, so the fire at the end of this round does 2 damage to you. So take 2 more.
Yep.
Okay, and then as you get to the next level, it looks like you see the control nodes for the cameras.
Ooh.
But there's no
the ones that can see us.
The cameras that are
the
cameras that are in the building.
Ooh. Can I access them? Can I see through them?
Well, so that do you want to take the meat action now to put out the fire?
Yes.
Okay, so that's your 3 seconds, and so Argus and Kay, this has all happened pretty quick in your time. You see White Rabbit patting out flames on his hand that's smoking up. Dorothy goes, "Is everything okay?"
I'm gonna stumble. Oh,
go ahead.
I'm gonna stumble into the door and drop the bag.
The bag of the C4.
No, the bag of the C4 is on the floor already. I'm stumbling and dropping the bag of drugs that I'm carrying.
Okay. All right.
Like just to cause a distraction. Like, oh my God. Like.
Okay. What about you, Argus?
I'm gonna just. Oh yeah. He does that sometimes. His cyberdeck's really been acting up on him lately. Are you guys gonna help Kay pick that up? And I imagine maybe the stuff spilled or
no,
you dropped the bag.
No, they're zippered tight.
Oh, so, why? Just
that's me.
Never mind.
Yeah, but but Dorothy goes, "Hey, no, be careful. That's some prime product there, Kay. Tin Men, go help them." And so the Tin Men go and basically it's leaving there with just Argus looking at Dorothy, the projection of Dorothy, and the Tin Men walk over and grab the bags from UK and walk out.
Thanks, fellas.
And they walk outside and they throw it in the trunk. And then there's Booth. He has this still assault rifle on his back, and he's like eyeing them up and down, like looking him up and down as these 10 men approach him, but they pretty much ignore him. Going back to White Rabbit, what are you trying to do, White Rabbit? Are you trying to control the cameras?
I'm gonna try and just kind of look through them and see if I can get like a layout on the rest of this building, or if there's a feed somewhere else other than this building.
So the cameras there's one camera there's two cameras in the floor that you guys are on. So as you, the only way you could look through them is if you control them. Right now, you just know that this is where the control nodes are for. So you would have to take control of them to actually look through them.
Does that give him a sense of the layout of the building? Because does he have a physical sense of where those cameras are at, or is it more of
he would have to take he would have
four cameras on the screen? Okay.
No, it's so in the net space. It's not. He doesn't actually see the cameras, but he knows that this is the control nodes to access the cameras.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in this beat up looking warehouse, it looks like there's a control panel, like a switchboard, and it may even say with like black duct tape with white writing on it, cameras. So that's what it looks like. Yeah. So White Rabbit, do you want to use your control action? You do interface actions, use the control action?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep. 11.
Okay, so you take control of
11.
You take control of the cameras, and you see that there's two cameras that are on this floor.
Yes.
You can see that the 10 men have walked over and picked up they've picked up the bags, and they're walking outside the building. And there's another camera that's not above the door, but off to the left. That is that's on Dorothy and that area, and you can see Argus's back basically as he's looking at Dorothy. Then there's another floor, and there's two cameras that are on the floor below, and there's four. That one looks like a gold-colored looking room, and it's very obviously that it's a lab of some sort. And there's four scarecrows that are working feverishly down there, and they seem to be jamming some white bags of some sort into these yellow bricks. And these yellow bricks, once they jam them in there, they do some type of glue or epoxy that seals the brick, and they're lining these up on the wall. And there's four scarecrows that are down there. That's on the bottom floor.
Okay. So those are the only cameras in the place?
Yeah.
That I have access to? There's
four total, two on each floor.
Okay.
So no camera of Dorothy yet.
No camera of Dorothy.
Do I guess I hear Argus talking to Dorothy right now, huh?
Yeah, you hear him talking.
Okay, I'll try and go to another level.
Okay, this next level is level 5. It's basically another password.
Another password?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this would be my second net action. Well, do I have to res worm again to get the +2, or does that stay?
Read worm, what it says. I don't have that one in front of me.
Increases all backdoor checks you make by +2 as long as this program is res. So so I guess it's still on. So then I'll just backdoor then.
Okay.
So let me roll it. This is plus. Is that really what I rolled? A 4?
Yeah, it's only a
4 + 2, so it's 6.
So you're working at it. You don't quite got the password yet. You want to do it again?
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Yeah. That is a.
So same thing. You're not quite breaking it, but we can fast forward.
What's an 8?
Yeah, so you're not quite breaking. We'll just say that you'll eventually get it, because we can keep doing this until you get to the number. But all it wastes is just a few more seconds. Every time you're doing this, it's like 3 seconds. And so, going back to Argus, you eventually crack the password. You have 2 floors left, White Rabbit. But Argus, you see White Rabbit over in the corner, who's very intent. He seems to be like holding his goggles, and he seems to be like moving his head, but now the bags are gone. Kay's out there with them with the Booth. You're kind of killing time. So what do you want to do, Argus? As White Rabbit is still almost there.
Alert. Argus.
Oh man, for the first time I don't have a stupid thing to say. Um, what do you want us to? Do you want us to come straight back here after we've moved your product, or what's the plan for meeting back up with you, Dorothy? Is there maybe another lab that you have, or another location?
Well, no, Argus, as we talked about last time, my tin men will collect the money. They'll bring it back to me, and you would have proved that you're a trustworthy business associate, and perhaps we'll do business again. I wanted to see that you can move 30 kilos before we could do business together. So maybe see how you do, and maybe come back for more. Maybe this will be
Okay.
an interesting business enterprise for us.
I think that I definitely agree, and really excited to be working with you. We got some weird threats yesterday. Somebody tailed us home from your place. Did you do that?
No, good heavens. That's not a very good way to start out a business relationship.
Yeah. No, I thought not.
Someone followed you home from here?
Yeah, from here. We got a tail right from this building. We lost them. But
no, I tell my.
Is there anybody who might be?
I tell
Is there
my.
anybody who might be out to get you?
I tell my family to do things on foot. It's we know these streets better than anybody. Getting in cars and vehicles, we don't associate with those. We do everything on foot. To Argus, that doesn't seem like a very practical way of doing business, but that's what they do. That's what she says. They do everything on foot. As far as she doesn't answer your question about somebody being out to get her, she doesn't. She kind of lets that tail off.
I think we're going to be able to help you out a lot with some vehicles here, bring you into the 21st century. Is there any particular reason you guys do everything on foot?
Well, like I said, we know the streets, so we know the alleyways. We know places you can get to that you can't get to in a car.
Oh man, I'd be interested to, find some of that. Maybe you guys could show me some of that in the future, so I could help grow my other business.
Well, what's your other business? And then that's where we'll cut to White Rabbit, as you've got her effectively asking you a question about something else. White Rabbit, you were on floor. You're on floor 5, so you got 2 more floors that you know from your Pathfinder action last session.
Right, and so I just got through the password on level 5.
Yeah.
Or okay.
Yeah,
right,
it took you some time. So level 6 is you hear a, and then you hear some music play, the and this little black terrier comes walking out.
Oh god.
This is another instance of a hellhound. so it's Toto.
Literally a hound.
So right here is let's go and do another speed check. You don't have any programs that are giving you additional speed?
No.
Okay, so this is just the Black Ice's speed versus you, an interface roll plus the D10.
Okay. That's 5. That -2 is killing me.
Yeah, so it's it catches up to you, and it's going to go ahead and attack you.
Okay.
So same as before, it's your Netrunner interface plus against his attack. You got a 10 total.
Ooh, nice. I got a 12.
Yeah, so you managed to not get
success.
Yeah, you managed to not get bit on the ankles by this terrier. So turning it over to you, what do you want to do? It's your turn. You can try to slide away. You can attack.
I'm going to try and attack it once, and then I'll slide away. So I'll res sword again. New turn, I can do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is going against.
I rolled a 4.
He rolled a 9. So. Yeah, you're trying to even in the net space, you're trying to hit with even in this metaphysical world, trying to hit a terrier with a sword. You're just not quite getting it.
Let's see. I don't think I have anything else. I'll slide again then, or I'll try
Okay.
a 6 on my slide roll.
It's even, so you win. You're the defender.
Sweet. All right.
Yeah. So you slide up to the 7th level, and the 7th level is you can see here that this is the control node for. It actually has 3 different. They're monitors, but they're not. Again, this is just the net space. They don't have anything on them. But one of them says with black tape with white marker projector. Another one says speaker. Another one says Dorothy's microphone. So these are this is it's one control node that it controls all 3 basically. So because Argus is engaging here in conversation, to save time, we could sit there and do your control action over and over until you get control of this. But we'll say Argus is just she's just asked Argus the question of so what are their business?
Well, as you know, I move things in and out of the city, and oftentimes we'll have shipments arrive and not have a place to put them quite yet, or we'll need to take alternate routes to move shipments out of the city. And it's good to know the ins and outs of a place, and the back alleys and the places on foot.
Interesting. And then White Rabbit, just to save just doing needless dice rolling, since you have no threat here and you would just eventually get it. After you gain control of the projector, speaker, and Dorothy's microphone, you have the option of turning them off. But right when you gain control of the third one, the screens light up, and you are seeing it's like if you had her projector as it's portraying Dorothy, but you're seeing where the projection is coming from. And sitting in front of you is seems like she's probably 50, 55. She has a pink mohawk. She's wearing like a jean jacket with the sleeves cut off. She has some chains around her. She has like a monocle over one eye, and she's talking, and her voice sounds like she's like a 2-pack a day smoker, and she's talking to Argus. She's like, "Yeah, that's very interesting, Argus." Yeah. She's like, I'm entrusting you all with taking this business to the next level, but let's just see how well you do. And she does have a cigarette that's kind of, you can see in the camera that it's like has smoke coming up from it, and you can see that you can see where she's sitting. There's a window that's behind her, and you can see that the window, because you can control the camera, so you can actually zoom. And this window is a building that's you have the strip mall, and you have probably a building that's only 3 stories, like right next to it, like a short little like office building. And then it seems like this window is overlooking the strip mall. And so you gather with controlling these nodes that she's close by. She's there in the next building, basically next to the strip mall, another abandoned building, and she's up at top of it.
Now, can I control can I control Dorothy's voice?
You now can have control of the whole apparatus. So, but right now it doesn't seem like Dorothy knows you have control over it.
Right.
So you can do whatever you want with now that you have control over these things. You have the control of the projector, her voice modulator that's turning her into Dorothy's voice, not her 50-something, Booster King.
So does that mean that I could like mimic her, or does that mean I could just turn off the microphone?
I would say you can turn them off. You have the on-off ability, the ability to control them, but you're not actually sitting in front of the microphone to speak into it.
Right.
But you can control it basically, like if it's broadcasting, not broadcasting, and so on.
So he can't impersonate.
That's what I was
thinking.
Dorothy.
No.
That's where I was going.
Because that would be awesome.
That would have been awesome.
No, but you do know where she's at. She's in the top floor of a building that's literally probably 25 yards away. So
I'll nudge Argus while he's standing there and just try and I'll whisper that to him and just say all right, Argus, Dorothy's across the street nearby.
All right, I'm gonna kind of take that as my hint of we've gotten all we can get out of this interaction. Yeah, White Rabbit, is there any reason like I wouldn't want to abort here and just take us out?
Yeah, I've got nothing. I don't know what else we want to do here.
No.
We got our 30 kilos.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm taking White Rabbit's hint here and just Dorothy, it's been a pleasure doing business with you, and hopefully this all goes well. We can expand our enterprise, and I think we'll both be pretty happy with this arrangement.
Excellent. That sounds it sounds like we're going to have a bright future. And White Rabbit, you can't help but hear the other voice in your head as she says this. You're just like,
we're gonna have a great future together.
Yeah. White Rabbit, how are you doing? What's your health at? I mean, you said you're seriously wounded.
Yeah, I've 17 out of 35 hit points, so okay. just about half.
So as you take off the interface goggles, are you jacking out?
Yeah, I'll cloak if I can, and then jack out.
Okay. So you cloak and then jack out, and you're there's like, it's like even your goggles got hot. You kind of got red marks around your face. Your ears are bleeding on trickles of blood down both sides. Argus, he doesn't look good. I mean, seriously wounded. It's a real half your hit points is a real deal. But he definitely took one for the team because he found out a lot about this operation, or at least what's behind it. So, anyways, you guys walk outside, and unless there's something else, Argus, that you want to talk to Dorothy about.
No, I'm seeing White Rabbit kind of not looking so good, and having previously seen his oh my gosh, his cyber deck catch on fire. I'm like, yeah, let's get out of here before we mess up our cover.
Okay. The four.
Hey, thing one and thing two.
Are you talking to us?
Yeah. What's your name?
I'm the Tin Man.
Well, who's that guy?
He's the Tin Man.
So how do I tell you apart?
Well, Dorothy just affectionately called us Tin Man 1 and Tin Man 2. I'm not sure which one she was referring to, but I'll just be Tin Man 1.
Okay. Hey, so Dorothy said she wanted to talk to you guys before we get out of here, because I guess there's something about you guys walk everywhere and we're in a car. So I don't quite get it, but she wants to make sure you guys are okay with that.
Go ahead and make a persuasion roll. Let's see, make social skills. Go ahead and make a persuasion roll, okay?
I'm doing it.
Nice.
You got a 17. They go, oh, we were supposed to get in the car with you? Oh yeah, Dorothy doesn't like cars very much. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll go ask. And Tin Man 1 goes inside to ask, but Tin Man 2 is staying outside.
All right. Argus, get in the car.
All right. Yeah, we gotta go.
And Kay, by the way, I'll tell you about Dorothy being in the next building as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say, hey, yeah. So are we what are we doing? Canoodling over here? Canoodling? I don't know. Whatever.
So you guys are getting in the car?
Let's go get her. Let's blow this place and go get her. For Argus.
Are you guys in the car when you're saying this?
Well, we're getting in the car. We're getting in the back.
So yeah, Booth gets in the car too, and the Tin Man too. He's like, well, hold on. I gotta wait till Tin Man comes back, and he seems confused. He's like, just hold on, and he kind of turns and he kind of goes to the doorway and looks in. As the other Tin Man comes, you can see kind of through the door he's talking. The 4 scarecrows out front are just they have one leg against the building. They seem to be smoking something, drinking cans of Smash as they sit against the building. But you guys are in the car, are ready to close the doors of the car. What do you guys want to do?
Argus, punch it. Let's get out of here. Let's go get her. I'm gonna blow this place.
Okay, I feel like I'm taking us further away from. If she's right here.
Well, the entrance, you're just getting us out of the blast radius that I'm going to blow up right now.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I'm going to, I guess.
And hit some Tin Men as you go.
Away.
Yeah, so there's no other Tin Men around. There's just the 4 scarecrows that are outside.
Oh, scarecrows. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lo siento.
Yeah. No. They're not in the car's way. They're just leaning against the building.
Can I swerve and sort of?
No, it's like you're on the sidewalk
Okay.
and then the building's up there. You'd have to actually get up on the sidewalk to hit them.
Oh,
But
no.
if you're worried, they're in front of the building. They're going to get blasted. You have the C4 right inside on the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
So you're punching it, Argus?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Kay, what are you doing? Just click. All right. So when you click that detonator, it takes a second, but then you hear a boom from behind you. In the rearview Argus, you can see a limb fly off from one of the bodies that are standing outside of the one of the scarecrows. It flies off into the street. The C4 with being that you had all four sitting in one spot totally obliterates the front side of the building. The rooftop caves in on that front side. It doesn't blow up the back part of the building, but it totally demolishes the front end of the building, the walls leading to the buildings that are adjacent to it, and the roof just caves in. You would gather there's no way that the two tin men that are sitting inside of it probably made it out of that. If they did, they're probably crushed by the rooftop. You wouldn't know what happened to the lower floor, though, unless you went back to investigate.
Right.
All right. Argus, get us over to that other building.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna, I guess, just turn and take some directions from White Rabbit, and we can sort of backwards engineer this.
Sure. So you do that U-turn and kind of screech around to head over because it's literally right across the way. And as you pull up to the building, as you're like looking up at it, and this is one that's just barely 3 floors, a gyrocopter starts rising off the building and starts heading off.
Oh. Well, let's head up to
that's
the
gonna be
lair.
our lady. Can you follow her, Argus?
In the car? No.
Well, yeah, because the gyrocopter basically it's not flying down the street; it like flies.
That's true.
Flies over
Diagonally.
you, and it just starts. It starts flying off in the distance. So unless you were in a gyrocopter to give chase, it's not going to be one of those things you can just follow with a car. So
Right. And I just like, yeah, I know that it's not worth it. Go. Nope. She's gone.
Do you guys want to go search her place over there, though?
Sure, yeah.
You do. All right. Let's leave JWB down here at the car, and we're gonna go up.
I was thinking maybe JWB might lead this one.
So Booth is visibly excited. He's like, "Whoa, that was you, Kay? You blew up you blew the whoa."
Yeah, you were carrying the explosives. That backpack I told you to drop?
Wow, that's insane. Oh, whoa,
Boom.
Kay.
Yeah. Yes. Do you need? Are you okay? You gonna be okay?
Whew. And he's like taking some deep breaths. He's like,
All right.
yes,
All right. Yes. You want to kill some more people? You want to shoot some more people?
yes.
All right. Let's go up in this building right here. We need to get up to the top floor as fast as we can.
All right, so you're having Booth kind of take charge of that.
Sure.
Okay.
You go first.
So
I'm grabbing my shotgun.
Yeah, so Booth is like he walks up to it and he kicks in the door, and he's like looks around, he points the gun, and then I don't know if he's watched too many movies or video games, but he goes back to you like that, and he goes like to follow, and he starts as you get in, it's the building's totally abandoned. It looks like it used to be some type of retail store on the bottom with 2 offices above it. And so there's nothing on the bottom floor. He kicks in the door to the second office and kind of runs up the stairs. It's like a switchback stairs to the second floor. As he gets to the next door, he has his assault rifle there. And even though none of you are making any noise, he goes, and then he shoulders in the door and goes around. And he proceeds to do this until you get to the top floor. And then when you get to the top floor, it's very obvious. It's very obviously to all 3 of you that this woman must have been a tech of some sort. Kay, her surroundings look like Maco's. I mean, they just it's like there's screws and bits and pieces of machinery and electronics, And there at one side of it is like amidst all the mess is a reasonably clean spot that must have been her presentation spot where she sits as where she sits in front of this camera that she's basically manipulated, that with the screen behind her, it takes her looks and projects onto the screen behind her Dorothy. And so she's able to speak. It projects Dorothy, but the camera picks up her facial movement, so it matches what she's saying. But she is Dorothy on the projection, and her voice has a voice modulator that gives her that voice as well. So you kind of uncover.
Can I boost some of this gear?
Oh yeah.
Hey, White Rabbit.
Okay.
You got any nodes on here? You got any nodes on here?
Yeah. Huh?
Nodes. You got any nodes? You picking up anything?
Oh, nodes.
You know, any places you can jack in. Argus, you think we should bring Mako in to have him
control panels? Oh.
Yeah. So White Rabbit, this is just the other side of the same architecture. So for you to jack in, because everything's still live, you still have all the same structures. I mean,
okay.
You'll be able to easily get by the passwords, but you still have 2 active Hellhounds that you haven't de-res inside there. So you have the lion and the terrier. But you do notice that on this side of things, it's just the opposite end of things. Like this is what those things were controlling. You now have the actual physical controls in front of you of this screen, which now the screen is total static. I mean, it's been with the end side, the where it was projecting to has been blown up. But White Rabbit, I'd like you to make a let's see what type of investigation skills we got here. Do you have a cryptography or?
I do have cryptography. Yeah.
Either you can choose that one or choose your if your electronics is higher, you can do your electronic security tech. You can do that one if that's higher. Whichever one's higher.
Okay, I'll take the cryptography. That was actually higher. So
I got 20.
Nice. Look at that.
Even with my -2 modifier.
Yeah. So White Rabbit doesn't look like he's doing good. He's tired. He's bleeding. He's but he's still as you start looking around the machinery, this tech, it looks to have the stamp of Biotechnica on it. Like you would gather that this structure was made by a pretty wealthy corporation. And you even find that it has a little Biotechnical symbol on a couple of the different nodes on this side. What you would gather from your really high cryptography roll is that this net architecture that you've been interacting with and now see the other side of is a repurposed corporation's tech, like basically repurposed net structure that they created, which would explain why it's like an old kind of shut down warehouse. There's no look to it. That maybe at one time, when it was running by actual net runners that are employed by the corporation running it, it probably had kind of like a nice sheen look to it. But now that's what explains why it's such a broken down warehouse look. It's been kind of repurposed here. And what you would gather with that role too is that this is probably as far as Dorothy could stretch as a tech, could stretch the architecture to be across the street from that building.
Oh, I see. Okay. So that she was part of the net architecture as well, sitting in this building.
Basically, I mean, what you can gather is that she must have repurposed this net architecture, took it over from Biotechnica at some point. Like, I don't know if she happened upon it, found it, but it's not run by Biotechnica anymore. She's basically repurposed it for her uses. You get that from the way the wires are, from the way that that these nodes are wired on this side of things now that you're up and where she controlled everything from. That she had stretched this architecture across the street, because normally architecture is all contained right in the same building, but she had stretched this across somehow, but it stretched it to its limit, basically. So,
well, guys, I don't think Dorothy's too much of a threat here. She's probably going to be a little mad that we burned her, but it's not a different corporation, which is nice.
As you guys look out the window, some of the Tin Men are coming back, and they're on their knees, crying, falling on the ground. They're like, you can hear scream, like cries of Dorothy, Oz, Dorothy, and then they're just they're a few of them are on the ground, basically like on their knees, crying. You know, these seem to be the couple tin men that had walked off shortly before you arrived, and now they've come walking back after the explosion.
Oof. All right.
Well,
So
what do we do now?
I think we got to deliver this the other payload, right? We got to get it to Salazar.
Yeah, I think I have contacts for his. Hey, I have the contacts for his secretary.
Okay.
I'm gonna contact her and let her know we got the stuff. What do you think? Should we leave those guys there? I mean, they're gonna run out of their drugs, I'm sure, and not be in a good place in a few days, or in a couple hours. But what else is there to do?
Yeah, I think we just leave them.
All right. Any of this stuff we want to take with us?
Yeah, any of that gear I can salvage up in where Dorothy was. I'll take that.
Sure. Yeah. Next time when we get to a night market, we'll have Seth, me and you can work on what kind of that inventory is that you took, because there's a lot of tech here. You would want to price out the stuff that you can actually carry and take with you that would be worth the most. So we'll work on that off game as far as what you were actually pulling. She's a tech. She's got a lot of stuff here that you could. But you don't also it's not enough to carry with you. Like you'd have to have bags and bags of stuff. So I'd imagine you're trying to grab the most valuable things and take it with you.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, there's 4 of us, so we could carry some stuff too.
Whatever.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any files letting us know who she is or anything like that, or.
Yeah, you find one that it seems that how long are you spending investigating it? Are you just grabbing stuff to investigate later, or are you?
Well, there's nothing going on. We're not
Okay.
rushing out.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't appear, Argus, I would say, as you're kind of looking around, doesn't appear that the tin men outside are aware that this is where Dorothy was. They don't seem to be looking back up here. They don't anything like. There's no movement that's suggesting that they know about this place. But Kay, what you find as you're kind of digging through just some of her papers is that as you piece together some of the information, her name seems to be Beatrice. She has like a diary book like that she just keeps notes on. And what you can piece together is that she's jumped from one booster gang to another for several years, always being the tech of that booster gang. And that she happened upon this lab, a biotechnical lab that had seemed to be abandoned, and from there she built this facade to try to try to sell these drugs. She attracted a following through this projection, and people ended up body sculpting themselves. They got into the motif basically of what the Wizard of Oz was, and she even writes in her diary, like, these poor idiots, these poor fools, following me. But basically, she set up shop one day and launched this projection, and some booster gangers came in and body sculpting themselves, and they used the abandoned lab below that already had the drug sitting behind, and they started reproducing it.
So it's a biotech lab.
Or what you can gather is it was. And it might have either it was abandoned or forgotten about, or she doesn't go into all of that because she doesn't know. She just knows she got lucky. She just got lucky. She got lucky. That she found this spot.
Gotcha.
It looks like it took her probably about 6 months to get all of this up and going with the projection, with the people starting to with these poor booster gangers thinking she was something else, and then them body sculpting themselves to match what she desired, reproducing the drug. And that timeline seems to make sense for how long it would take to get a drug going on the streets, because it just hit the streets.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So do we want to contact him and get the rest of our money?
Oh, Salazar?
Yeah, how much money is that, Kevin?
5,000.
Sure. So you're gonna reach out to the secretary?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to the secretary.
Okay.
Through my internal agent, so they can't hear me.
Okay. So the secretary says, This is Mr. Office of Mr. Salazar.
Hi, this is a friend of Mr. Salazar's. I've got a package for him that I need to drop off.
What's your name?
My name's Kay. I talked to him last week, and we made some arrangements for a delivery that he needed.
One moment. Your name is Kay? He told me to... Okay, enough said. He told me to put you right through. Here's Mr. Salazar. You wait for about 30 seconds, and then your agent picks up and says, Kay, the job done?
Salazar, yes, it is, sir. We got your 30 Ks and 30 kilos, and we blew up the building. It looks like maybe it was one of your old labs that maybe was down there. Did you know that, or were you just trying to get rid of this drug? Trying to get some of this drug.
Yeah, so I owe you 7,000 Eurobucks. He basically just ignores everything you just said.
Is that how it's going to be? All right. Well, where would you like me to drop this off for you?
Same place you picked up the money. There's a larger deposit below. Once you install the 30 kilos, it is weighted, and once the proper weight is attached, take 1 ounce out of there. There will be a receptacle that pops out. Please drop the ounce into that receptacle. That receptacle will validate that it is indeed this drug. And at that point, an access code will appear that you will be able to unlock the box that has your 7,000 Eurobucks.
Yeah. So I got another question for you about that. There was some extra detonators on the explosives that you gave us. How are you going to try to off us as we go and pick up this stuff?
With that, there's a long silence, and he goes, you have the address of 7,000 Eurobucks, and he hangs up the phone.
Ooh, fantastic. All right, guys. Well, that didn't go as well as I'd hoped.
Welcome to dealing with executives.
I asked them I was trying to find out about the detonators and stuff, and he just he knew about them, but he didn't say anything, and just said we got to go pick up the rest of our money at the place, and they're gonna give us $5,000, and we just have to put the stuff in a case, and then they're gonna have a little thing that tests its purity. My only concern is I'm a little worried about that they're gonna try to off us again as we go and pick up this money. So I want to make sure that we go in loaded. I don't know. There's that guy across the street with the rocket launcher.
Well, why do we? Seems like a job for Booth.
Can he handle those directions? I'm not sure.
Maybe we could write him down. A Post-it note.
You do remember the guys with that tried to shoot us and blow us up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not sending him in there by himself.
I'll do it. I'll go in there and do it. That's fine.
Go in there. So we'll drive up. Argus and I'll go drive up with you guys and kind of cover the door, and you guys go in and recover everything. Yeah.
I don't think White Rabbit.
Sure.
White Rabbit. I got your back, White Rabbit. No one's going to bother you.
Yeah, I got Booth here, man. He's got his gun ready. We'll be fine.
Oh.
Are you high? What? Are you okay? Do you need some medicine?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm fine. It's just a little bit of a cut. That's all. There's some blood in my ears, but fine. Let's go.
Perfect.
Come on.
Perfect. All right.
He makes a good point. It's just some blood in his ears.
Some blood in his ears.
Well, and yeah, you remember last time you guys arrived with a gyrocopter on top of the building before.
That's true.
So you're right up in the car. So.
And I fell out of the building.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back in episode 2. So
yeah, we're not taking the gyrocopter this time. I'm done. Let's go. Let's go get our money and split it up and look for our next payday. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Let's do the thing.
All right. So Argus, you drive White Rabbit to the same spot as before. It's pretty. It's only about noon. It didn't take you too long. Everything that happened before probably took you longer to search Beatrice's area than it did to actually the whole time you were in with when she was Dorothy. And White Rabbit, Booth posts up with the assault rifle, has it out, and then he just brandishes it. And then the people that are the couple booster gangers that are around that are already drinking Smash at noon, they're like, "Huh, look at that guy! Huh, look at that guy! Hey, is that a toy over there? Is that a toy over there?" They're basically just like kind of they're kind of like ribbing him a little bit, and then he just ignores me. He has like a scowl on his face as he has black shades on as he ignores what they're saying. But White Rabbit, you have no problem going inside, doing everything that Salazar asked you to do. Okay. You're just a little surprised that when the money gets counted out, that it's 7,000 Eurobucks and not 5.
Yes, I count that before I leave. By the way, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And you come back out with that in your pocket, and then Booth gets back in the car, and as you drive off back to your apartment, Booth says to the party, he says, "So, what's next? What's the next job?" And that's where we'll end. Definitely not Kansas. Thank you guys for playing this this scenario. I've had a ton of fun playing this scenario. It's I had no idea what you guys were going to do, so this is really great how it turned out. But yeah, stay tuned to Page the Stage actual plays. We got some exciting things coming up, especially coming up this summer. We got a couple of cool actual plays that are coming out that are with some published adventures for a couple different games. And but that's it for now, and we will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Also encourage you to please like this, review it, subscribe, leave any comments down below. We do read them all. We love hearing your feedback, and we will see you. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.